Well, with us now from Washington is our CBN News national correspondent, Eric Rosales. And Eric, what are you hearing from the Pentagon, from the top brass about this whole threat?
Well, you know, Pat, the last thing that anyone Pentagon official wants to do is go to war. But they did say, I did get off the phone just a few minutes ago with PACOM, and they told me that they are very confident and ready to carry out any mission that the President of the United States wants them to carry out. You know, I did also find out from several sources of mine at the Pentagon that if a strategic attack would actually take place, a preemptive strike, it would involve B-1B bombers that would take off from Guam. We've seen B-1B bombers practicing with the Japanese, along with even flying over into the Chinese airspace and things like that. They've been practicing right there in the Pacific region just to make sure that something like this, that they are ready and confident to carry out.
Well, you know, the Washington Post broke the story that the Koreans had been able to miniaturize nuclear bombs, set them on the head of a missile. What have you learned about further about their progress in that?
Well, I tell you what, Pat, this is a major threshold. That's what people have to realize, that this is a major threshold in order to become a full-fledged nuclear power. Now, we're hearing that through intelligence reports that North Korea has up to about 60 of these nuclear missiles, and it's still unclear if they've been able to master the re-entry of these vehicles into the atmosphere to be able to bring them down and strategically bring them down in specific areas. So that is still unclear, but I tell you what, they've been working on this technology since the 1990s, so they've had a lot of time. Like we said, a number of people have said, experts have said, that this was something that we should have taken care of 20 to 25 years ago when they were just starting this nuclear program.
What about a hydrogen bomb? Do they have that too? Do you think you say about 60 of the others? Are any of them hydrogen?
Yes, they are, sir. Yes, we have heard that they are working on a hydrogen bomb, which would, of course, the impact of this, if a hydrogen bomb actually hit, let's take New York City, the death toll would be about 3.4 million people. So this is an enormous amount of power. Again, we don't know as of yet. Intelligence reports are actually stating, and sources of mine just don't know yet if they've been able to strategically work on the re-entry of these vehicles through the atmosphere and be able to hit a specific target. You know, whether or not they just actually set off this hydrogen bomb and drop it, that would be another issue. But of course, our THAAD system would in fact take care of most of these. And the biggest thing is that we just don't actually know exactly where all the missiles are in North Korea. You know, intelligence reports actually state that they have strategic areas where they would target if the B-1B bombers would actually come over and strike. But at the same time, all they need is just one or two to get through the THAAD system and make its way to the U.S. mainland.
Lindsey Graham, Senator, was quoted as saying he didn't think the president's bluffing. Is that the word you got, that he's deadly serious about taking action?
Yes, sir. Actually, what happened was Lindsey Graham and the president did have a meeting, a private meeting, and Lindsey Graham did share that during that private meeting, the president gave him two options that we would actually strike North Korea, one of which being that if they actually did hit Guam or any of our U.S. allies, the second, if they continue to develop an ICBM missile. And as we heard from the Minister of Defense, who was just in the Philippines, in Manila, he actually said that for North Korea actually said that making the bombs and making ICBMs is off the table. In other words, that is something that they will not negotiate. So that is exactly what Lindsey Graham said, that the president is in fact very serious about taking care of this issue right now.
Last question, Eric. You know, you have an option, you know, 50-50, 60-40, 20-30, so forth. What are the odds from the people you're talking to that there actually might be a war?
I'm hearing everything from 50-50 to 60-40 that there will be a war as of right now. We're hearing that, you know, that this is like a kid with a can. You know, this issue has just been kicked along after administration after administration, and it's now up to President Donald Trump to take care of this issue. And as he said before, he is willing and able to do so.
Eric, God bless you. Just keep it up, buddy.
God bless
Thank
you too, Pat.